Sorry about that, but like Boris always says, life always comes first.
No, I don't. I lose. Welcome back to the Merry Friends.
I wasn't gonna lose again.
I'll do the next one.
This is why
That's
we
not how
like
the game
Mary
works.
so much, huh? Because he just does it.
Yeah.
Well, I think since the first time that Mary missed a session, and the next time he came back, it's like, oh, glad you're back, Mary, because when you're here, we know who's doing the intros. And then ever since, there was never a question.
Yep. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Makes it easy, right?
Yeah. I'm quite happy to do intros, but it's nice to be lazy.
So, speaking of lazy and forgetful,
Yeah.
I just realized that, you know how we were saying in the last episode you get to see if Anubis dies in this one?
Yeah.
I went to fly back and start working again. I completely forgot that I had to. So I almost did die.
Memory of a goldfish.
Yeah. So what's that? There's that saying. I have a memory like a chicken. Every time I blink my eyes, it's a whole new world.
Easily.
This room could do with the sensor. For these lights. I can do that.
Yeah, as long as they come on when I'm in there. If you try and play a prank on me, I'll be very upset.
At the moment, I'm getting quite a bit of lag, so that's going to be in a while. Perhaps the next episode.
Yeah, and some of these lights might even stick around. I put those ones around the chair because even though I had lights on the top coming down, I still couldn't see anything because there was no light on the ground. So I had to put those on the ground.
Okay, well, I won't do that yet then.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask Boris. If you can't see scaffolding, does it still cause lag?
That's a good question.
This sounds like the tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it.
Well, I guess there's not really enough of it. It only happens every now and then.
I was thinking about things like back at our base. There's a lot of surplus blocks that you've used scaffolding to put scaffolding on, and when I've welded up the surface, I didn't weld up the blocks behind because I couldn't easily get to them. And it did occur to me that there is a lot of unwelded scaffolding that's hidden from view, but I wasn't sure if it'd affect it, because is it trying to render things that you can't see?
There's still extra triangles, so the lower the polygon count of the entire station, the better. So yeah, it's good to get rid of that stuff, but I guess that's my job. So I put it there.
Yeah, I just figured that because I thought logically it didn't seem to be much of a problem, so I thought, oh, we'll leave it. I'll spend my time doing useful things. But knowing that it might help matters, I shall get all the blocks that I can't see, like here, for example.
Yeah, I tend to change my mind halfway through something and then start working on another thing, and yeah, three projects all meld into one, and I ended up with so many redundant things that I forget what's useful and what's not, and just leave it all in. And call it extra armor. That's
Indeed.
my rationalization of it.
I mean, this is extra armor that's between the rock wall and sort of the internal factory walls.
Alrighty. Okay, so I have the doors and the windows and everything all here done. So now it's I could probably seal this thing up and put in a vent, and we can actually have our first sealed room.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Still not taking my helmet off. I refuse to have a beard. I'm taking a stance on these. I don't mind not having a female character. I don't mind if it's a vaguely androgynous male character, but I'm not having a beard. I'm not standing for it. I'm keeping my helmet on.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. You think that they would have put in like a female and a male model?
It's Space Engineers. 99.9% of players are male.
True.
So I don't see Keen ranking it high on the priorities list.
Yeah. That's sad though. Why are space games dominated by men? That seems sad to me. Whoa. Leg.
Well, I'm guessing, I don't know the official statistics, but just guessing based on who watches what video.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the YouTube status, the whatever, that you have, yeah.
Same with
Some
me.
games are a lot more a 50-50. Well, it's never really a 50-50 split, but I can get down to 60-40 on a few series. Most of them are about 90-10, but Space Engineers is maybe 3 female views. Like
One
ever.
of which is probably me. No, actually, yep. One of those will be me, I'm sure. I've noticed I don't show up in my demographics because I never have any females of my age group in my demographics. So I'm not showing up. I show up in my view count. I've noticed that, but I don't count in my demographics.
Well, I don't think that the owner of a YouTube channel should show up in any of their own demographics.
Well, I don't think we
actually
should
bothers
show up
me
in
that I
our
show up.
view count, but we do.
We shouldn't. That's stupid.
I wonder if that gets, you know, when a YouTube video hits 301
Yeah.
views and it does the recount and checks it off to make sure that there's you know, no double ups of everything. I wonder if that stuff gets sorted out then.
Maybe.
We'll go with sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you are counted towards your own views, then in that case it'd only be 1 anyway.
Yeah.
But you'd have to reach 301 views first.
Ah. What did I... Oh, computers. I forgot computers. Oh, I grabbed motors thinking I needed motors, but... I'm not used to this, and I know that it's... Oh, wow, my sim speed's down to 0.45 now. Okay. It's like I noticed like I'm moving slow.
I'm on 0.5.
Computers.
Yeah, 0.4. Oh, there's some spotlights on over here. I'll go turn these off.
Yeah, Anubis.
Hey, I've been making nothing but interior lights because spotlights scare me. I dealt with the lag on the last server, and there was basically a rule that you just can't build spotlights, period. And I just never got over that.
Anything that casts a shadow. Interior lights don't cast shadows.
I see.
Which is why partly why scaffolding so bad, especially in the sunlight.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was looking at the shadow coming from the sun.
Oh, I can't do this, can I? I bet you it won't be airtight if I put a slope block. So we'll have to build up higher, which is fine.
I can't get into a ship to turn off the spotlight, so that's just a thing. It stays there.
Mary's going to be away for at least a month, so you could just hack his spotlights.
Oh no, I can't get into the I can't get into a cockpit at the moment.
Oh,
yeah.
I click on it.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it. I'm just sort of going from person to person, being a bird's
spy?
eye view. Yep.
We call you a chicken.
All I'm doing right now is
chicken
watching you
spies
guys.
in Canada?
No,
Huh?
sorry, too much Minecraft in my past. Spy chickens. Do you guys not know spy chickens?
Spy
Yeah,
chickens?
yeah. I know.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay, at least somebody gets it. I thought that would be a reference that you guys know. You used to play Minecraft. Some of you still do.
I don't.
Why are chickens spies? I played
Paul Source Jr., I think, is the one that started that. Spy chickens. Yeah.
Oh.
Because he says that they're always watching him. Every time he goes anywhere, they're watching him. But it's become a thing that everybody says, I think. Like, not everybody, I guess, but everybody but Boris.
Me, I've not heard that.
You've not heard
mean,
that one? Okay.
No. I've watched a couple of Paul Source Jr.'s things, but he's... I've not watched that much of his stuff.
Yeah, but I've noticed that, like, on other people's stuff that I've seen, they call them that as well, and I'm just assuming it all goes back to him, because it seems like he is the one that started it, but...
Yeah. I mean, the Minecrackers sort of
Probably,
do
yeah.
share
Yeah.
references.
Yeah, that's very
amongst
true.
themselves. Yeah.
And I'm just staring here, trying to figure out what I need. Interior plates. Oh, we don't have any of those on here, so I'll fly back on over to Sal's ship. This is what I've been doing constantly. Just flying over to Sal's ship, picking up stuff. Whatever I just like fill my inventory with whatever I need, and then whatever I don't need, I just drop into the station so that there's some there next time.
Yeah.
Oh, but I have too much other stuff here. Well, I guess I can drop these off.
Yeah, talking about the Minecrackers, when at Minecon, because that was one of the main attractions for me, wasn't actually going to a conference about a game, but going to a conference about the YouTubers that I watch. And I did a sweaty tryhard thing quite by accident when I applied to be an agent. They use small YouTubers to look after the bigger YouTubers and to sort of do all the setup and all that. And they ask you which shifts you want to work. And I didn't really care. I was going to be there the whole time. So, and they didn't have a button that said whichever, whatever. It was, you actually had to choose, so I just ticked all the boxes. And then they sent me an email saying, congratulations, you've got all the shifts you applied for. And I thought, I can't actually remember what that was. I know I didn't tick the Thursday box because that's the day I'm travelling down. But yeah, I'll be working every shift. But because I'm doing, I think it's because I agreed to do the Saturday, because I did lots of shifts. I'm gonna be at the big Saturday night opening event thing, the Saturday Night Live thing. Anyway, yeah, which they're really hyping up. So I like a bit of hype. I'm looking forward to see what it is.
Yeah, they can be fun sometimes. I've been to a few different conferences in my day, and sometimes they do them really well, and other times they do them very horribly. And here's a dead floating Boris.
Another.
I can't get oxygen or energy, so that's not my fault.
Sure. Like the only difference between you now and you normally, Boris, is that you can't hide the body. That's the only difference.
And you have a vaguely valid excuse. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is the excuse is irrelevant because he would do it either way.
Uh-huh.
But sorry, you were saying, Sal.
Yeah, I don't like going to conferences, but I like being part of them. I've done a fair few sort of industry-related exhibitions for previous jobs and things. And yeah, I like being part of them, but I couldn't just go to one. That's why I wanted to volunteer at this one, was because I like the idea of being there and sort of meeting the people, but not just to wander around and be a spectator to it. I like to participate in things rather than be passive.
Well, you're probably the type of person that conferences love, then.
Yeah, maybe.
I will volunteer for everything. It's like, we need her to come to everything.
and we are thinking about participation and stuff like that. It's still so this episode comes out sometime next week, so it really isn't that far. So last weekend, the 24-hour live stream that we did, oh my god, how much fun.
That was pretty cool. I wasn't there for as much as you guys were, but it was still really fun.
Yeah, your lack of participation was noted.
Yeah, just like it started on a Friday for me, so I was working most of the day. And then my family had an impromptu celebration that I went to. So a whole bunch of things this week happened very good for my family. So like people got new jobs and a whole bunch of stuff. And so it was like they just decided to do a big get together that night as well, which wasn't on the docket originally. So I had to go to that, and of course wanted to go to that, but yeah. So sorry about that, but like Boris always says, life always comes first.
I don't.
That doesn't sound like a Boris saying somehow. I was thinking
maybe
Boris
he never
usually
says it. He always types it. How's that?
He usually says something about some people get a real life now and then. Okay, I've run out of things to weld. Oh no, I've got some stuff up there. Let's get some steel plates. Oh no, I have got steel plates. Right. Whoa! What was that?
What? Who?
Oh no, it's okay. See, I just thought I caught a glance of a name I hadn't noticed before. And I thought, that's what Boris is doing. But no, it's his. It's one we've seen before.
Well, now that's what he's doing.
Yeah, now he's not fine. Yeah.
It'll take him the next whole episode to actually get to the computer display. But then once he's in there, he can just change all the names.
I've noticed that Boris has been very sensible with names in this series or on this server. They've all.
That's because I'm the one dealing with them.
Yeah.
It's my responsibility if I can't find something.
It's back at the base. There's things have got names like ingot container.
How
would be a pretty
dare
funny
you?
name if you actually had that. Ingot Container Johnson. I want to have a kid now just to name him that. Just to prove you wrong that he is a funny name.
If we actually had to get licenses to have children, I don't think that would go well. It's like, why do you want to have kids? Well, you see, I was playing this game.
What would be in a license to? I was going to say obtain a child, but that sounds wrong.
To acquire.
Well, I suppose you'd start off with like in the UK, if you want to adopt a homeless dog, the authorities run you through a number of checks about things like, oh, and actually thinking about it, in the UK, if you want to import a husband, there is a number of requirements that you have to meet, and so I guess that is the start point. There's things like, you got to have a good home to put them in, you got to be able to keep them, you've got to have no history of renting them out to people and other misdemeanors.
Your husband?
Yeah, I had to prove all these things.
That you weren't going to rent out your husband?
Yeah. If you had a history of trafficking, sex trafficking, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
You wouldn't be allowed another one.
Did you pass that?
I passed that one. So I imported my husband from the States.
It's such a funny way of saying it. I know that it's actually accurate based on the word, but I don't like using any words to describe human beings that make them sound like resources.
It's the process that you go through. You just have to sort of depersonalize everything.
Yeah.
And just think, these authorities, they want to know certain things. There's reasons why they want to know those certain things. You just get on with it.
Yeah. It's like human resources, the department in most companies. That drives me nuts. I can't stand it.
I'm saying nothing just in case. The only thing, our human resources department are lovely, lovely people.
Well, I'm not saying that they're not lovely people. I'm just saying I don't like calling a human a resource.
Oh, yeah.
Energy low.
Oh.
It would be acceptable if, they ran an organ donors clinic.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be what they mean by human resources. It would mean something very different. Oh my god.
What about a brothel? Does that count?
Oh,
I was
Boris.
about to say the only person I know who's ever run a brothel was you on the Minecraft server, but actually that's a lie. I used to work for my old boss, who
You used to run a brothel?
No, his grandmother was a brothel keeper.
Well, there you go.
When she was younger.
Yeah.
Or...
No, she
Okay.
she started when she was 92.
I mean, if that's your choice, that's fine, but it would be an interesting sight. To walk in and...
Grandmas are us. Oh, I probably need some.
There's something for everybody.
How do we It happens every time, so I should stop being surprised. But
It's your fault.
the conversations that we have.
It is your.
Yes. Oh, I know it's all my fault. Oh, I guess maybe I'll take one of these.
You never had these conversations before you came and joined the Merry Friends.
That's true. It's true, actually.
So Boris made videos about
Scholar
teaching
and a
people
gentleman. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Mia described him as such a brilliant way. So before all this, I can't remember what the benchmark was, but Boris was a sophisticated gentleman in the prime of his life, and then this happened. I think that this was he met Anubis. Words in Mia's mouth. There's no way Mia would have said something like that. But he did describe. It was something Nid related.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the blame. That's fine.
Mhm.
I'm actually quite proud of that.
Someone should say something so that I can link it to the next episode.
Like that?
We'll cut... No, we'll cut this bit out.
Oh.
Yeah, but where
Yeah,
do
because
we
we're over,
start?
aren't we? So goodbye.
And we won't be over in the next episode. That's the best I could do with that. So goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.